There are three phases in women's life. In their 20s, they're round and firm. In their 30s to 40s, they're like pear, still nice but hanging a bit. After 50, they're like onions.
Onions?
Yes, you see them and they make you cry.
A man goes through three phases in life. In his 20s, he's like an oak tree, mighty and hard. In his 30s and 40s, he's like a birch tree, flexible but reliable. After his 50s, he's like a Christmas tree.
A Christmas tree?
Yes, dead from the root up, and the balls are just for decoration.
Hey guys, I'm William.
I'm Naomi.
We're in an era where dating in the 21st century is a whole different ballgame. You have to navigate through a sea of dating apps, ghosting, and catfishing.
Let's not forget about the breadcrumbing, when someone sends you just enough messages to keep you interested, but never enough to actually make a move.
Once you finally do find someone, it's like navigating a minefield of what are we? And where is this going? Questions. It's enough to make you want to just stay single and adopt a dozen cats.
Yeah, but the best part, when your friends ask you how the date went, and you have to sum it up in one word, meh, that's all folks. But the search for love continues.
Relationships often take twists and turns. You won't believe what happened at the office Christmas party.
Oh, do tell me.
Well, there was this guy, George, who was having drink after drink, but every few minutes, he would take something out of his shirt pocket, look at it, and put it back in.
What was he looking at?
It turns out it was a picture of his wife.
Why would he keep looking at it?
He said, when she finally starts looking good, it's time to go home. Poor souls with lost spark in their relationships often go beyond depths in search for help.
I see a story coming. Hit me.
Well, a guy goes to his doctor and tells him that his wife has lost interest in him. He pleads with the doctor for a solution, even asking if there's a pill to give her.
That's quite a dilemma.
The doctor initially refused but eventually gave in, warning the man that the pills are experimental and powerful. He advised giving his wife only one discreetly mixed in her coffee.
And what does the man do?
Our hero, worried about his own desires, drops 2 pills in wife's coffee and 1 pill in his own coffee as well out of frustration. When they finished dinner and had their coffee, something unexpected happens.
What happened?
The man's wife suddenly shudders, sighs deeply, and her eyes take on a smoky, intense look. In a seductive, unfamiliar tone, she says, "I need a man."
Oh no, and the hero himself.
In a trembling voice and shaking hands, he responds, "Me too." Ever heard of ROR?
Huh?
Relationship over relationship. A man decided to visit a church and confess his sins to the pastor.
Oh, I'm all ears.
Well, he walked into the confession area and started telling the pastor about his sinful actions. He confessed that he'd been in a steady relationship with his girlfriend for 3 years, but recently, he ended up sleeping with her sister, a colleague, and even her aunt, all because nobody was around.
That's quite a series of indiscretions.
As he continued pouring out his guilt, he realized there's no response from the pastor. Confused, he started searching for the pastor and eventually found him hiding under a table behind the piano.
Why?
The pastor sheepishly admitted, "Sorry, son, I suddenly realized there's nobody else around." Have you heard about my short-lived career as a Walmart greeter?
No, William. What happened?
I was doing quite well until this woman and her 2 kids entered the store. Let me tell you, she wasn't the most pleasant sight.
What did you do?
I mustered up the courage and approached her, saying, "Excuse me, ma'am, what lovely kids you have. Are they twins?"
Uh-oh.
She unleashed a string of expletives and yelled, "One's 7 and the other is 9.
Okay.
After a moment of contemplation, I couldn't resist saying they don't look like twins, but I just couldn't believe someone would want to sleep with you twice. Needless to say, it marked my last day as greeter. So that's all from our side, guys. Feel free to provide your valuable feedback, suggestions, ideas, concepts, jokes, love, anything at all. It really helps us a lot. Thank you for watching. Take care.
Bye.